News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Are you on Medicare, have special needs, or are you losing your doctor? Please, let me help you. Call me, Fred Nelkin, for your free consultation. 751-3744, right here in Pahrump.
$36,000, that's the total that Nye County has come up for law enforcement figures for the Pahrump Fair and Festival for this year. We're going to speak to Sheriff Tony DeMeo.
Yeah, as you know, the county is in financial straits, and we don't have that much money in overtime budget. We have to look at cutting corners. The sheriff's office did what we could in order to help the county was financial crisis, and one of the issues that came up was the overtime. We figured it out. It's going to be, of course, the sheriff's office $36,000 for the festival over that weekend. And unfortunately, we don't have the money in our budget. We had the 4th of July, and the 4th of July, we took a very big hit. That was only $8,000. So we're trying to keep the money for those emergencies, investigation, and the tragedies that we hope that don't occur, but we have to prepare for it anyway. And so we informed the people that are running the event. It's a private event, actually, that we couldn't afford to have deputies there on overtime. Unfortunately, the other problem with that is that we lost quite a few people on these buyouts. So we don't have anybody we can actually pull, and we'd have to pull people from the street. And the way it looks, and we don't think we can do that. We're just barely covering the calls for service as it is. And of course, that quite a few times that some calls have to be placed on. Then priority calls have to be placed on backlogged until we get deputies free for those non-emergency calls. So it will be taken from the street, and of course then depleting our overtime budget. So we went to the county commissioners today to advise them of that, and we don't think they're going to fund us. We put feelers out for additional funding for the festival, and we were told that the county commissioner is not looking to augment the budget. And unfortunately, we don't have the ability to put people there on overtime. And unfortunately, because of the buyouts that occurred, we lost around 13 positions. I lost 71% of my just my supervision for the street here in Pahrump. So it looks like we're not going to have police presence there, sheriff's office presence, or if it is, it may be very minimal. But even those people would have to be pulled out of the park should an incident occur outside of the park area. My understanding, though, is that one of the commissioners did inform me that someone from the representing that board on the festival board actually got contacted CCA, and they said they're going to provide security for the park. The only issue we have with that is the fact that they have no law enforcement authority whatsoever. They're not. We don't believe there are any even licensed security guards in the state of Nevada. Their jurisdiction ends and is within the facility with those individuals that they are assigned to safeguard under the contract with the federal government. So we don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to work that. But unfortunately, we may not have anybody there for the festival.
So we don't know where we're going from here. As far as the Pahrump Fair and Festival, is there tourism dollars to help pay for something like this?
We don't know. Actually, the sheriff's office, even when Sheriff Wade Liskey was in office, has always been a burden to the sheriff's office. It's a big event requiring a lot of overtime, a lot of people, and also supplemented. We actually have to bring people down from the other parts of Nye County. We bring people down from North Area and Central Area Command to augment the deputy presence. We don't have those anymore because they lost positions. I only have one substation only has one deputy now, where they had three, and the other substation lost two, and possibly three, with the talk of another buyout. A person putting in for a buyout. So we can't even draw from the other substations, other substations, Tonopah, Smoky Valley, Beatty or Amagosa, because they're already been hit with the buyouts, and Pahrump's been hit harder still. So we don't know how we're going to manage that. But the fact of the matter is that that's what the people from Fall Festival said. They're going to get the people from CCA to act as some kind of security.
Well, unless some funding comes up for the Nye County Sheriff's Office, it looks like the Correction Corporation of America's security guards will be the law enforcement presence at this year's Pahrump Fair and Festival. This is Deanna O'Donnell at the Nye County Commissioner's Chambers for News 46.